Hi all, Hipper here. Today I am checking out Martel, and I just wanted to make sure that you're all aware that this cruiser is a lot better now than it used to be. I mean, that's not to say it has always been bad. When Martel first came out, it was the best cruiser in the game, no contest at all. And it was the first cruiser that I really set up with an agile build, and it was the first cruiser that made me love that build. So it's always had a soft spot with me, and now that it's like 10% rudder buff, along with all the other T7 cruisers, and it's got a heal, and an improved heal at that. It's really good. It's back at being. I'm not sure if I'd call it the best cruiser at tier 7, but it's really close. I mean, Wichita is still better, I think, because it has radar. But other than that, Martel beats it in every way, I think. So as you see here, we are heading down the flank, and we want to flank all these guys here. And I'm just taking a note of what's available, so to speak here. There's a New Orleans and a Mogami, and there's a single Tirpitz there as well. So let's do a little bit of HE on the Tirpitz. And then we maneuver around to get ready to put some AP into these cruisers when they show up around this point here. And here's the Mogami. He's nice and broadside, and he's pretty oblivious to what's about to hit him. And the AP on Martel is amazing, especially against broadside cruisers. But then again, what AP isn't? I think the only one who outdoes it in AP is the German cruisers. So that's one cruiser down, and we're gonna shift our focus to the New Orleans here, and he's almost dead already. So let's give him the coup de grace here. So that's 2 down, and got the Tirpitz left here. So we'll switch back to HE, and then we'll just burn this guy down here. So I feel a bit sorry for this guy here. He went from being in a group of 3 to being completely on his own on this flank here. And you can see the whole team is pretty much hiding down at the base. So there's no way he's going to get any reinforcements. So he's in a very bad spot. And it's not his fault. And that's just the way this game is. Sometimes you can do the best that you can do and still be absolutely punished for it. And I mean, this guy didn't even get a chance to do anything. He's already on the retreat, and there's not much he can do about it, unfortunately. Like I say, such is the game, and this has happened to me many times, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. So it means that when we get this Tirpitz out of the way, then this flank is blown completely open, and we'll be able to pretty much sit over here on the side and just hammer the enemy team from the side and from the front. Now I always try to take the flank I spawn at first. I mean, in my opinion, that is the best way to approach this game, or any game for that matter. If I spawn in the middle, then it's always more of a like a gut feeling, like which side could benefit from another cruiser, and like if some of the enemies are spotted, like which side need reinforcements and such and such. I mean, so middle spawn is a bit fluid, but if you spawn on one of the sides, then definitely stick around and like fight for your flank. And if it doesn't work out your way, like it didn't work out for this Tirpitz here, that's just bad luck. It's nothing to do with bad play or anything like that. It's just the way of the game. So now I see here we have a clear shot at the whole team, and they're just sitting in there. And I can even sit here unspotted and just pepper them with really annoying HE. There's still a little bit too many of them for me to want to sail in there and start torping away, so I'm just going to sit here and chip away at them for a while. Like I said before, the best thing about Martel is the reload. And just like the ballistics are awesome as well. It's really easy to aim with this ship, and the reload is good. It's about 8 seconds, so you can really pump out some damage from a good position. And the one thing that I really like about this ship is the AP. It's very, very powerful, and because you have that fast reload, you are able to switch between HE and AP really, really fast, and that's the key to success in this ship. Like you saw in the beginning, I had HE loaded, and then I took a few shots at the battleship, and then as soon as a cruiser broadside comes along, I just quickly switch over to AP. That's the problem with a cruiser like a Malfi. Like the reload is so long that you can't really take advantage of like a sudden broadside. If you have HE loaded, then you have to switch shells and wait 15 seconds, and by then the broadside is long gone. In Martel, you'll have a much better chance at turning those sudden situations into massive strikes, and that's why I like this ship primarily. Of course, also because it's very agile and it's very fast. With this build here, which is not even a full speed build, I'm pretty sure I can go 46 knots with the speed boost on. And I have I have Bumblebee on my commander, so that means I have an even longer speed boost. So instead of 3 minutes with my build, it's 3.5 minutes. And that really comes in handy because like speed is always good to have. Speed is armor, and it's always useful. It always comes in handy. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Same with rudder. And that's why when I play solo, I always have an agile build on my cruisers. And I keep saying this, like you never know what's expected of you. So now we have whittled these guys down a little bit, so I'm trying to get in a little bit closer, see if we can get some torps into play here. I guess I have to be a little bit careful because there's still two Chambars here, and the Lion is still there, and the Lion is actually the battleship I fear the most. I know it's a tier 6, but against cruisers, those 16 AP rounds it can shoot, it's really, really hard to dodge, and that's why I hate that battleship so much. It really is the worst thing you can meet, and not many people seem to realize that. Like the Lion, it's the only battleship in the game with that many shells. Like fires 16 gun broadside. Like nothing can escape that, and the citadels hurt. So I'm a bit surprised there aren't any more people playing it. But I guess it's because it's pretty ugly, I think, and everybody's just pushing to get to the Richelieu or if they have the Chambar. And yeah, I can fully understand that. But if you want to go cruiser hunting, then there's no better ship than Lion. So anyway, back to this game here, where these two unfortunate Chambars here are trying to bow tank their way out of this pickle here. But I mean, with me on the side, being able to constantly set them on fire, it's a pretty futile effort here. And I don't know why the destroyer keeps hanging around in there. I mean, there's not much point in that. I can see this guy here is trying to line up a shot on me, so I'll just assume the position here so I can mitigate whatever he's planning. See how perfectly we fit in between his shells there? That is what an agile build is all about. So we're down to one unlucky guy now, and he is in a lot of trouble. So anyway, if you haven't taken Martel out yet, or you haven't like ground your way to it, I can really recommend this ship. Like after the rudder buff and the health buff, it's a whole new ship, and it's much more competitive now than it was 3 or 4 months ago. So here we are. We got nearly 140k and a few medals and pretty all average XP there, but still a good game. And that's it. So I'll see you out there, guys.